Notice here my feet are hip distance apart in the first set. Second set, I might choose to bring my solid leg kind of a little bit more into my center. It's just going to help with that balance. This is everything to do with finding your balance. Yes, your solid structure point works well when you have 2 feet. What happens when you only have 1? So readjusting and finding out where that solidity feels right for you. Once you've held here, again, same thing. We're just slowly navigating and feel what it feels like to lift those hips. Feel what happens in the hips, hip flexors, the quads, the hamstrings. Like I said, we're activating into those muscles that directly connect to our hamstrings. So if there's something going on here, if there's some tension, tightness, you might feel it here, you might feel it in the hip flexor, feel it wrap around into the lower back. It can, honestly, it can go into all sorts of areas. That's what's so fascinating about this pose and one of the reasons I really enjoy it. So again, as you come into this one, you're playing with it. You're slowly lifting, finding that balance. It's okay if you're feeling a little wobbly. That's part of the challenge. That's part of you saying, okay, interesting. Your toes are nice and loose. If anything, your heel is the place that's pushing and expanding, helping to get that lift in the hips. Now, having this ankle on the knee is just an extra opening for those hips, and you can kind of guide it. You can bend the knee a little bit more. You can open the knee a little bit more. Okay, really feel the connecting tissues as you do those subtle micro shifts or adjustments. I'm choosing to bring myself back down along the floor. And then from this place, we're going to keep the knee on. And we're just going to allow that knee to kind of float to the right side and then float to the left side. So doing, again, a little bit of an adjustment or an opportunity for the body to make its shifts and changes if it chooses to do so. And then if it's okay for you, we're going to stay on this side, and I'm just going to show you that second or third, I guess, third piece, third addition to this unique mosaic of a puzzle. So this time you're bringing the knee down, okay, same thing. That supporting leg is nice and flat on the floor, spread the toes. When you bring the knee down and you stack those knees like this, it changes the entire stretch. So as you begin to lift, there might be a little bit more weight, but I want you to visualize those kneecaps, both kneecaps, and I want you to visualize drawing them forward as you simultaneously lift those hips. Again, the glutes will engage, and that's positive. That helps to support that lower back, but you lift and you stretch those knees forward. And you hold. As you hold here, you can begin to make these little micro movements. So you can draw some circles with the hips, dipping down and then going up, going in one direction and the other. It allows you to, again, be able to lift the leg up a little higher or be able to wrap those legs around each other a little bit more. Really opening up through the SI joint, which is really a lovely way to kind of get that area opened and released within yourself. And then again, if it feels right for you, I'm going to choose to just kind of play here a little bit more. So these are just options. You can watch, you can follow along with me, or I also encourage you just to tune into your own process. Make this posture, make this exploratory journey with this posture, with this series of postures, into just a semi-meditative state. So you get into allowing your eyes to close and you're just feeling out what it feels like to create some movement in the body. What and how can you challenge your body to allow it to do all sorts of different movements here? And again, if anything ever feels too much, trust your body. And I really highlight that. Trust your body will let you know. It will give you the signal, okay, too much. I'm bringing that leg up, okay, that feels good. I'm bringing that leg out. Maybe for some people that's way too much. Or maybe bringing it over and across, way too much. Or maybe even bending the knee and bringing it up towards my upper chest, way too much. Or maybe, because you don't know until you're kind of in it, maybe it is the best thing since sliced bread and you're just loving the ability to do what feels right for your body in this moment. Okay? wherever you are, taking another breath or two, and just truly exploring this movement, this expose of movements.